Greetings, humans. I'm Andy, and I'm George, and this is Cusco, and welcome back to the Windmill full of corpses. Appropriate for a post-mortem surgical examination. And I thought I was gonna troll the band name because I was gonna say fit for a autopsy. But it is fit for a autopsy. Yes, it is. Are autopsies actually always surgical? I'm not sure. Right, so this is fit for a autopsy. Red Horizon. And it's one of the new singles off of a new album that they either have coming out or already is out. I don't know. And it's a request by Fred. Appreciation much. And, we're gonna do the thing. I mean, no. Okay.
This sword shall never messages of agony and shards of broken glass. Fake arms on a bullet placed in the bomb. Every shot you'll see the generation. This sword shall never the blood of the aftermath. Trauma only sharpens the brain. Every child will remember when the sky turned away. Self-cessation. You find no shelter here. Another country kill. The millions banished out of sight and of mind. The great get made of fear. Disguise the savior's spear. Our game takes the genocide. The will of the wicked. Nothing is sacred. Every bucket lined with gold has cost a soul in other places. Fly away in red horizons. Curse your name. Peace of Zion.
Wow.
Curse your name. This sword shall never messages of agony and shards of broken glass. Fake arms on a bullet placed in the bomb. Every shot you'll see the generation. The will of the wicked. Nothing is sacred. Every bucket lined with gold has cost a soul in other places. Into the pits.
Yeah. Wow.
Beneath us, panels blown to bits. If we could live but a moment in this unforgiving rift, we would resist. The curse I can't see innocent. Fly away in red horizons. Curse your name. Peace of Zion. Written on that day, hell rains from the sky. The bodies burn so bright that God closes eyes. The bodies burn so bright that God closes eyes. The bodies burn so bright that God closes eyes.
Wow. Okay. Well, you make me feel guilty for having good shit, eh? So how do you interpret that? I feel like there's many ways to interpret it, and I think it's the kind of thing that's meant to just throw a shocker in your face and let you figure it out yourself. The impulse interpretation is, look at us, how bad we are because we're out here having all this stuff and turning a blind eye to horrible things that's happening elsewhere. But I think there's a lot more complexity to the message than that, and I don't think the takeaway should be hating ourselves for what we have. I actually have no idea where you got that. What in this video suggests that? I mean, just the contrast of the comparison on its own. So you think that's like two different people? Yeah. Because I thought that was her and her inner self. No. I did think so, because if you see the things happening in one side in parallel with things happening on the other side, right? Yeah. Like synchronized. Yeah. And it's like a reflection of where she is versus where she is internally. That's how I saw it. Huh. Because there were also some flashes where the colors switched, right? I thought like all of it is just sort of emphasizing the difference of what the person who has it all well, what they're doing in the morning, just combing their hair, while the other girl is like staying afraid and that someone might come take it away or something, and all the flashes looked to me like they were bombs, like it could have been in a war zone or something like that. So it took me a lot more towards that kind of messaging. I didn't think they were the same person. And it really struck me the moment when they start seeing each other, because it's like the rich girl, if you will, is tranquil and at peace and smiling, except when she's in contact with the other girl. That's when she's scared. So it's kind of like showing you how often we're at peace because we turn a blind eye to things. And that's a difficult thing to grapple with, because you can't be looking at everything that's horrible. Yeah, well, that's basically what peace is. Yeah. You only look at however much you can. Yeah. What's that line in 2.5 Men? Seeing you like this makes me miserable. I'm gonna stop looking. Yeah. And then they had that line where it said something with God closed its eyes. I didn't catch that. That was on repeat. That was on bloody repeat. But it kind of tells you how this sort of imagery can really spark a ton of thoughts that go in different directions, because we're basically the same guy and we had different thoughts on it. Yes. But the video concept is really cool. The aesthetic is very cool. I thought it was very well shot, and the music is very good. Yeah. I wouldn't know for my own interpretation where to place them as a genre. They're kind of a little metalcore, kind of a little deathcore, kind of a little death metal. Yeah. I think they're categorized as metalcore. But I think they're heavier and more deep than most bands in that category. Yeah, and even, I mean, the one thing that was properly metalcore-ish about this was the fact that it kind of had a catchy chorus, but it was still screamed. Yeah, it was screamed, and they also had clean parts that were doubled with screaming, so whenever you had clean parts, it wasn't full clean. Yeah. So it keeps that sense of anguish. I feel like the atmospheric intro kind of sets this sense of anguish or tragedy, and then that kind of permeates the rest of the song as the aggressive elements come in. And then you have like these really cool choppy riffs. Yeah. Like in terms of writing inventive grooves, this is some of the best I've seen in the genre. Yeah. And then you contrast that with some of the more droning aspects and the more immersive aspects. It's a really multifaceted song. It's hard to really pick it apart. Yeah, I feel like the music is actually very expressive with regards to concepts of like turning a blind eye to horrible stuff. Probably. Because it sounds very shocking and very jarring, and it has that corrosive nature, but then it gets the droning effect that's kind of like numbing things out. Yes. And I feel like that starts to happen more towards the end. So you have a lot of frantic aggression, and you also have blast beats and stuff and drops happening on the first part, and towards the end you just kind of sink into that pace, and it gets more eerie, and the line with God closed its eyes starts coming on repeat, so it's this more droning sort of obsessive feeling. It's so well executed. And also just the choice of coloring is amazing. Like with the red, because it's like this blazing, burning sort of red. It's an apocalyptic red. When I saw Red Horizon, I thought it was going to be about a sunset. But yeah, no, that's way too wholesome for metal. Yeah. I mean, metal can be wholesome, but I wouldn't expect it from a band whose name refers to post-mortem surgical operations. Wow, now you made me think about what's gonna happen to that girl. Eventually, we all end up there. Let's hope eventually. Anyway, are we done here? No. So if you enjoyed this reaction, we greatly appreciate the likes and shares. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. With bells on. Thank you very much for stopping by. We hope you enjoyed your stay, and we'd love to see you back at the Windmill very soon. Corpses out. There's plenty of entities here that are fit for an autopsy.